Hi there, Diane Buckholz here, Keller Williams Realty, and I'm coming again with topic 4 in my series. And this is the down payment and the closing costs. So we're getting closer and closer to the heart of the matter and what it is that you're going to need to transition through this process of purchasing a home. I do have a graphic that I'm going to share with you. So the rest of this will be on the screen so I can go through each step. Um, the purchase price is going to be 250,000 and your down payment amount is 5%. You have your loan amount. Um, so this is what you are going to actually be borrowing, right? So everybody's aware, down payment, 5%. Of course, if you have anything less than 20% down, you will have to pay PMI, private mortgage insurance. But for right now, say you want to have more cash on hand, or you don't have as much in reserve, then we're just going to go with a conventional loan, 5% down. So here's where we are. Now, those are not the only costs that you are going to have. Okay. You're also going to have your prepaid costs. So this is your insurance. Again, this number can fluctuate depending on what homeowner policy that you choose, which carrier that you choose, if they require 12 months up front or 9 months or 6 months or 4. Um, those are going to be, this number is going to be a little bit different. So there is some variable here, but for illustrated purposes, we're going to do 12 months. And this was, I think, at 1% of the total value. So again, that rate can fluctuate as well. Next is 4 months of taxes. And I have 2% of the total value. So this is what they're going to be um, showing. Again, the tax rate is anywhere between 1 to 2.5% of the purchase price. That, of course, fluctuates as well, depending on the county that you are in, the assessments, if there is any additional bond or anything like that. Again, work with your realtor to kind of narrow down what your proposed taxes are going to be. And of course, this is another variable, but typically 4 months of taxes are collected. This is all for your escrow. And then 15 days of interest is also collected. Again, this is to put into your escrow account. Then you have your monthly payment breakdown. So again, borrowing 250,000. So your principal and your interest is going to be 985.37. And this actual number does not change throughout the life of the loan. Principal and interest, this is the same. Homeowners insurance is 208 a month. Monthly property tax is 416 a month. And then of course your PMI, because you were under the 20% threshold, is 128.65. Once you reach that 20% value, this will of course drop off. And property tax and homeowners insurance, they can fluctuate throughout the ownership of the house for various reasons, but these can also fluctuate. Okay, and then you've got your closing costs. So you have your fixed costs, which I'll get into those in a minute, your prepaid cost, which we looked at up here. Your total from those is 11,000. So it's about, I think, 4% of the loan. And then your down payment, which is 5%. And what you will need to bring to closing is 23,758 for a house purchase price of 250,000. So to look down, these are typical for St. Lucie County. Again, they can vary depending on many, many different factors, but this is from just kind of what's typical here. Okay, so you have title fees. Now, owner's title policy, this is 1,325, and this is something that either the seller can pay or the buyer can pay, whoever chooses to pay for this owner's title policy, they're the one that actually chooses the closing agent. So they're the one that's going to choose the title company. Also, you're going to pay the title endorsement for that. So these two fees are negotiable in that it could either be the seller or the buyer paying them, but I have them in the buyer column. Again, it makes a stronger offer as well. So we have that. Then your loan title policy. This, as a buyer, taking out a loan, you are going to pay this regardless. So again, this is based on the $250,000 purchase price. So your loan title policy is $300. Closing fee, this is what the title company charges. The title companies that I normally work with, this is the rate they charge. Some charge as little as $300 and some charge as much as $750. So this could be a variable as well. So look at those closing statements and ask questions up front. Okay, your title endorsement, this is a cost you will need to pay, $25, tax service fee, $78, and municipal lien search, $250. And this again is in St. Lucie County, but these numbers are fairly consistent across the board. All right. Then you go on to your lender's fee. You have the origination fee, and most lenders do charge an origination fee. There's a few out there that don't, but most do. This is at 1%. Then you have your appraisal. You must have an appraisal so that you can get the loan. The lenders will not loan on property that does not have an appraisal. If you're putting down more, say 50 to 70% of the value of the home, then the appraisal may not actually matter very much, but they still require an appraisal. And typically it's $500. They can be, again, some are as low as $400, some are as high as $600, but typically lenders charge, or the appraisal companies charge through the lenders, $500. Your credit report, generally in the range of $70, and your survey. Again, the property must be surveyed so you know what the boundary lines are so that you can get the title. So this is typically around $300. Again, there could be some variation there, but that's a pretty typical charge. Then you have your other fees that must be paid, of course, and this goes to primarily through the county records. So you have your doc stamps, which $831.25. Again, it's based on the purchase price. Your intangible taxes, $475. Title surcharge, $3. And then you've got your tax. In this case, have it so you're getting this money actually back because of depending on when you purchase and how much the seller has paid or how much you're going to pay. So this number, of course, will fluctuate. Recording of the mortgage, $155, recording of the deed, $18, and then a transaction fee, which is charged by the broker's office. Typically, these are anywhere from, again, $395 to $895. So typical costs. So your total fixed costs are going to be $6,811. So this is in addition to your down payment. Okay, so again, this is a breakdown so you can kind of see roughly what your monthly payment's going to be for a house of $250,000, $1,739. Again, this can fluctuate a little bit depending on what the taxes are, depending on what the type of insurance you get, and those type of things. But this is, a good round number. And then what you're going to bring to close. So you have your fixed cost, you have your prepaids, and you have your down payment. So that is the breakdown. And I hope this was very helpful for you. If you have any questions, please, the links are in the description so that you can contact me at any time. Have a great day. Bye.